recording going. All right, thank you so much for coming to our parent Zoom lesson. The reason we're doing this, we've already taught the 7th and 8th graders how to tune. We've taught them the mechanics, but sometimes they just are not strong enough to do it themselves, and so this will be that extra help, the muscle that they may need to get it in tune and save you a trip to the music store. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to share a screen with you to kind of explain the musical alphabet that we use.
Here.
So on the screen, you're going to see the musical alphabet, and you see you have A. G sounds below an A. F sounds below a G. Now, when you use these digital tuners, they don't lie. So if you're trying to tune your child's G string and it's saying that you're playing an F, that's what it hears, and you want to make the note higher. And to make things higher, we go righty-tighty. Same thing might happen if your child was playing the A string and it said it was a G sharp, which often happens. That needs to go righty-tighty up. And I'm saying that it needs to go up because these are held in by tension, so most likely it's going to be flat. It's probably not going to be sharp unless something gets twisted the wrong way. It's probably going to be flat, so you're going to be turning righty to tighty. Okay, now let me show you one of the tools that I want you to use. And the students have access to this. Let me share my screen. It's called the Tuner Ninja, and it's tuner.ninja. It's on a browser, and you can access this, and you can see even my voice. It's telling me that I am not speaking in tune. So if I am tuning my instrument, I plucked a D, but you can see on the screen, it says C sharp. So I need to turn righty to tighty. And so I'm going to unshare for a second so you can see. There's 2 different places to tune on the instrument. Down here, these are the fine tuners. Fine, like the German word for small. This is what your student is already used to using. So I'm going to twist this D. I'm going to follow the D string down and make sure I'm tuning the right fine tuner. I'm going to turn righty to tighty to make it go up. And then let me share my screen again. So I'm going to pluck it again. I'm closer. It says I'm a D, but notice that the little arrow is not green and it's not on the. So more righty-tighty. There we go. Now it's green. It was pointed down to the D, so we are in tune. All right. Now when you tune these little fine tuners down here, you can twist them a lot. You're not going to break a string with a fine tuner. I found this roll of exercise tape to demonstrate. So when I say twist it, I mean like 360 degrees. Like twist the fine tuner like 3 or 4 times to really get it in tune. I had to twist that 4.5 times from what you saw when I first plucked it to get it in tune. And don't worry, because you're not going to mess up the string. Now the problem, and where you're going to be the most helpful, is your child's going to twist this all the way down and it's still going to be flat. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to twist this fine tuner halfway out, halfway in. So you have exactly half, either out or in to go. It'll give you a lot of flexibility. Then you're going to have to use the pegs. And that's where the students really struggle, because you have to have some muscle. I made a really terrible drawing of a peg. This is not to scale. That's a peg. They're wedges. So here at the front, it's going to be smaller than it is back here where your fingers go. My students are used to my terrible drawings. Now you got to experience it too. So you're going to use 2 hands to twist these pegs, because you're going to do 2 motions at the same time. You're going to not only twist in a horizontal motion away from your face, like you're twisting the string more onto the peg, but you have to use your other hand and you're going to have to push against it. So it's a twist and you're going in towards the peg box. So you're wedging it in while you're twisting it in tune. Let me demonstrate what I mean. All right, so this string is way too low. So I'm gonna follow the string up into the peg box, and I notice it's attached to this peg. So that's my left hand. I'm gonna hold the peg in my left hand. I'm gonna use my right hand as a brace. And when I twist this, I'm gonna use very small increments. I tell the students you can always tune it more, but you can't unbreak the string. So I'm gonna tune a little tiny bit. Did you see how tiny it was? I don't know if you saw it. Watch, it's like teensy tiny. That's it. And I can feel it kind of click inside there. I'll do it again. That's it. It's a teensy tiny motion. You're never gonna twist this very far at all. And now I'm almost in tune, so I'm using my Tuner Ninja. I'm almost there, and since I've twisted this halfway, I just do like one twist on the fine tuner, and now we're green, and it's straight up and down. Now you don't have to use the Tuner Ninja. You don't have to have a browser. I downloaded a free app on my phone, and I've been using it for years. It's called Tuner Lite. It has ads down there, it doesn't matter. But it works very similarly. There is a needle back and forth, and it tells you the letter, and it turns green if it's in tune. And I use this at gigs. Because we all have our phones all the time, so you don't necessarily have to have a computer and a browser. You can also use an app. Do not pay for an app. The kids know of the name of the app I use at school on our school iPad, but it was like $4. There's no reason to pay $4. This is free. It's lasted me 10 years. That is the basics. Try to tune down here. If they get stuck halfway out, use the pegs. Now, oh, you know what? I did forget to tell you. If anything gets stuck, because it's wood on wood, so especially if it rains outside, the wood is going to swell, and it's going to be really hard to tune. If this thing is stuck, which sometimes it might be, untune it. Tune it towards your face so that you are loosening it, and then tune it back up, because it'll just get it unstuck down here in the wood. If you cannot move it, whether loosening it or tightening it, take it to the music store. The music store, we are so fortunate to live in the area where we are, because we have so many music stores around, and they are being very careful. They're practicing social distancing, and some of them even have programs where you can call them, make an appointment, you drop off the instrument like on their porch, they see you do it, they wait till you go away and they come get your instrument for you. Same thing when you go to pick it up. You'll make an appointment. When they see you pull up, they'll put it outside, they'll go back in, then you can go get it, so that you're very socially distant from the people working there. And they're being very careful. So, do you have any questions? No? Okay, now I'm going to take this recording and I'm going to put it on your child's eClass page so that you can access this recording if you ever need it. And then Miss Lee and I, and Miss Penner and we can help you. If you email us, we can try to do this again if you need us, or the music stores. But we're gonna make it. We're gonna get through this, and it'll be all right. Does anyone want to tune their instrument right now? Like, do you have your instrument with you, and I can listen and help you with any of it? No, this is just informational purposes. Okay, well, that's great. That's great. All right, well, I really appreciate you coming. Thank you so much. I hope that this information will come in handy one day for you. All right, well, I look forward to seeing you one day when we get back together at concert. As soon as we're done, I'll put this on eClass for you to have it whenever you need it.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Sure, my pleasure.